Alright, here you have the North Street Railroad crossing in Ridge Farm, Illinois. And this is a newly discovered bell-only crossing. This crossing actually doesn't have street view, but there's this website. It's for Illinois only, and you can look at pictures of each crossing. They're all really old, most of them are, but I found this here in Ridge Farm. And I decided to come out here and see if it's still here, and it is. The only change is that for some reason this crossing, this signal here, as you may call it, the crossbuck isn't on it anymore. It used to have one. But yeah, as you can see, we got a bell only here. So this is the second known bell only crossing on DREI, with the other one being 2nd Street in Hillsdale, Indiana. This crossing, unfortunately, doesn't see any more trains. As you can see, they decided to put some stored cars here. There's no other industries. This is on the DREI Danville Secondary Sub, and north of Chrisman, it's all just stored cars. A bunch of COER gondolas. Anyways, this is a pretty cool setup here. So here's the mast. Here's a look at the bell. And here we have the emergency information. And the bell is a Western Colonnades 1st generation mechanical bell. Probably installed by Conrail. Honestly, this could have replaced something else, because this is a fairly old looking mast. Could have just aged really well, but not really sure. And right there we have the relay case. As you can see, it's still hooked up, and I even know that it's still hooked up, and I'll show you why in a minute. But yeah, here's the relay case. Interesting. But anyways, I'll show you the track views the best I can. That's looking north towards Olivet, where the line for DREI ends. It cuts off and it's abandoned all the way up to Westville, and it becomes CSX again. There's a couple more industries there, so they still have a local. But yeah, those are the stored gondolas right there. You can see the wheels are very rusty. Tracks are also really rusty right here. And we got the other crossbuck here. I'd love to see this crossing in action, but I doubt that'll ever happen. But here you have it. Here's the emergency information. Here's a look at the crossbuck. But here's how I know that these crossings are still working, or if they would if a movement ever happened here. These signs are really new, and I didn't notice them at first, but on both of these crossings right here, the bell only plus that crossing down there, which I believe is Woodyard Street, they have these signs: stop, wait 20 seconds. Do not follow a crossing until signals are working for 20 seconds, and after visually determining that the crossing is activated, movement may proceed. So I guess safety is still heavily taken here as the highest priority, because obviously nothing is going to be moving through here anytime soon at a speed over probably 5 miles an hour, I'd say. Definitely 10. But they actually did run a storage move up here recently. I think in late December or early January, they either took out cars or they took them out and put these ones in. I don't know, but there was a bunch of stored tankers south of here. And I was following the line from Chrisman, and there was nothing until I saw that little string of cars. There's not many on that string, and there's a couple tankers even. It's very random. But as you can see, this set here is a lot longer. That goes way down there. These are all COER, Crab Orchard and Egyptian Railroad gondolas. And you got this wedge here to block it from moving anywhere. Look how rusty that is. Those are not going anywhere anytime soon. These rotting ties. But here's a look at the coupler. Yeah, it's a very interesting set up here. It'd be really nice if a train ever came through here again for revenue service, for an industry. They're very reluctant to get rid of this, so I'm wondering if they're just, like, even CSX, when they owned this, they were very reluctant to get rid of this section, so I wonder if they're just waiting for industry to come up. I think they just think that there's a possibility that some industry may pop up somewhere on the line here, and they're just storing cars for the time being. They've been for the past decade or so. But anyways, and then moving down south, it goes to Chrisman, and then the line meets the Decatur Sub, and there's daily trains still past Chrisman on here. But unfortunately not here, because I'd really love to see a train come through here. Not sure what this is all about. You got a really old concrete foundation right there. There's a front look at the bell. This, I think, is the nearest mechanical bell only crossing to me. There's really not that many around. Most of them are e-bells. There's two up in Kentland on the TP&W, and then there's one on South Shore, but I think it might be gone, because according to satellite view up there, they've put guardrails up. I was really hoping that that third crossing down there might have been another bell only, but I'm looking at it and I don't see one of those stop and wait signs at it. As you can see, there's another one at that crossing right there. That crossing's bell-less. From bell-less to bell only. Pretty interesting. But yeah, so here's a tour of North Street in Ridge Farm, Illinois, with a bell-only Western Colonnades first-gen mechanical bell. Thanks for watching. Over and out.